So try watching TV or YouTube, etc. on your tablet or mobile phone instead of your TV. This is because your TV costs a lot more to watch than your tablet or mobile phone. Try using a dimmer switch to have the lights on lower. The less light, the less power you're using. So this is one of my favourites. You get a terracotta plant pot, put some small candles in there, some tea lights, and put the top over, and it will heat a reasonable sized room. So it won't make it really hot, but it will take the chill away, and you don't really feel it until you go into another room that you realise how hot it was actually in that room. So you just close the door. You have to ventilate it every few hours just in case the fumes, but a tea light candle will last for about 4.5 hours, and they only cost for 3 of them per night. You talk about 10-12p for the evening, and then all you do is use the heater for the house on a much lower temperature than the room that you're in. Just a nice little saving tip there. So whenever we're out in the car driving, we put a power bank into the USB charger in the car, charge up the power banks, and when we get home we can charge probably about 4 to 6 mobile phone or tablets just from the one power bank. Saves us using electricity at home, and basically free energy. Try using a draft excluder by any external doors just to keep out the cold air. So with the central heating, we put the water heat on for a certain amount of time per day. That comes on programmed, just so we have enough water. And if you, apparently it's meant to be 60 degrees or over. 60 degrees kills off any bacteria in the water system, and obviously you want it close to that as possible, because otherwise you don't want to be overheating the water just for the sake of it. As for the central heating itself, then we have that on constant, but then we just adjust the thermostat on the wall to when we want heat and when we don't want heat. So it's not on unnecessarily. It's never on when we're out of the house. We only turn it on when we need it, to the lowest amount that we can get away with. Now this little device, what you do is plug it into the wall, and then plug the item you want to test into that device. It tells you how much the item that you're using costs per minute, per hour. You type in how much it costs you per unit 4 kilowatt of energy. It will tell you how much it costs to run that item at all times, show you the lowest amount of power it draws, the highest amount of power it draws, and a lot more information. You can get these things from a place like Amazon, well worth the money, so you can identify exactly how much that item is costing you. Rooms that you don't use in the house, just have the heating on just a tiny bit, kill off any damp, etc. You don't want the property going downhill, and then we close those doors so the main heat in the house isn't being absorbed into areas that we don't use. So when we're not using electrical devices around the house, stuff like satellites, TVs, you've got microwave, cooker, and alarm clocks in the bedroom. We only have one on now rather than we used to have 2. Anything that we don't use, we turn off until we need to use them again. And the final tip for today is whenever we can mixer taps, we always have it on cold, because most of the time you just want cold water to wash our hands, and we only put it on to warm or hot when we actually need the extra temperature. Thank you for listening, and please like, share and subscribe.